Hey guys, welcome back to part 2 of our video about making pastelillos and empanadas. And in part 1, remember that we cooked the ground meat, and I showed you how to cook that, how to season it, and we put green peppers, onions in that. And then we also made the dough for our pastelillos, and I've already made a few. I've gotten a head start. Okay, and we let the dough relax while we were making our meat in the refrigerator. And here we have 3, we have 4 more in the refrigerator. So those are done. And what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna make 2 right now. We've got 2 left to make. And after that, we're gonna fry them. So these are 2 pieces left. So that the roll that we made of the dough gave us enough to make 9 patties. Okay, so 9 pastelillos, 9 empanadas. Alright, so what I'm gonna do is I'm just gonna place one here. Okay, we'll do one, we'll do these 2 that are left together. Alright, and we're gonna roll it out. And just try, when you're cutting them up, just try to cut them up as even as possible. And if you get 8 is fine, but normally I get about 9. I've been doing this for years, and for some reason it always comes out to 9. And I don't know why that is, but it always does. Now, you don't want the dough, when you roll it out, to be too thin, because remember, we're going to be adding meat to this. And the meat is a little bit heavy, and it's also got liquid in it, and you don't want the you don't want that to soak through your dough. Okay. All right. So we're just gonna put that on there, and these last 2 might be a little smaller than the others, but that's fine. Okay. We're gonna just try and get our meat in there, and that's enough meat left for the last one. Maybe a little bit more, but we ran out of dough, and we have scraps here that are left after we trim the empanada. We've got some scraps left. Well, I call them scraps, and we're gonna also fry those, and those are good for a little snack. So I like to take a bowl, or you could take a small coffee saucer, and you're gonna press that and go around the dough, and what it's gonna do is gonna cut it up for you. It's gonna score it. You're going to remove your little scrap of dough, put it to the side. You're going to take your fork and you're going to crimp the edges with your fork. Okay, and we're doing this because we don't want any of this meat to come out while we are cooking and frying the empanada. And there you go. Okay, let me put it up a little bit closer so you can see it. There you go, and we're going to put this off to the side. We're going to do the next one. Okay, so here we are, we're making our last one, and again, this turned out, this recipe for the 2 1/4 cups flour came out to 9 empanadas. Now you can double the recipe if you want to make more, or if you want to make less, you can make, of course, you can half the recipe, and if you're only making for 1 person, of course you can half the recipe, and you can save your leftovers for the next day for lunch. If you have a large family, again, you can double the recipe. And I think 2 of these, 2 or 3 of these will be enough for, if you're gonna have them by themselves for a meal. But if you're gonna have a side with it, then maybe 1 or 2, okay, will be enough. Or as a snack, people like to have 1. If you're taking any to lunch, maybe 1 would be enough. Will be fine, depending on, your appetite. Some people are bigger eaters than others, or you really like them. Depends how much you like them. You might want to have 2, you can have 2. Anyway, so that's the last of our meat mixture. Okay. One thing I forgot to tell you guys is that I also like to put in here olives, but I forgot to buy the olives. Okay, so, but normally I like to buy the green olives. and I like to slice them up, and I like to add them to this too. But this time, of course, I forgot. So if I ever make this recipe again, and I probably will in the future make another video, then yes, I will add the olives. Alrighty, so there we go. And again, we're going to crimp the edges because we don't want our filling to come out when we're frying this. And I like to go around twice and crisscross the edges, you know, when I crimp them. Okay, there's a little hole right there. You can just patch it up. Alright, so we're going to heat up our oil and we'll be right back. Okay guys, we've got our oil heating up, so we got to wait until it's hot enough to fry these. What I'm going to do is I'm going to put a little piece of scrap in there to see if it's hot enough. And if it's hot enough, then we can start frying. Let's see if I can find where I put the scraps. Here they are. Alright, I'll just take a piece. Ready, here we got a little scrap of dough. Let's see if it's hot enough. Okay, no, I think we can wait a little bit more. Okay, we'll just put it in there. Nope, it's not hot enough. Let's give it about another minute maybe, and then we'll check on it. Alrighty, unfortunately I dropped a tiny bit of oil, not oil, water in there, so it's doing that. Alright, so let's see. Should be hot enough by now. Yeah. Okay, so what we'll do is we'll we're just gonna splash a little bit of the oil over. Oh, I really should have dried the spoon. Alright, hold on for a second. Using the spatula before using it. Alrighty. Alrighty, then we're going to try another one. Put another one in there. Okay, we're going to space it this way. Oh, we should have spaced it the other way, but that's fine. Okay. We're just going to let it get golden on one side, then turn it over, let it cook on the other side, and then they're done. Okay, let's check and see if these are ready to be turned over. And, oh, I don't want to poke a hole into them. I have a fork just to hold it steady so it doesn't splash on me. Let me just face it the other way around. Okay, there you go. And we're going to turn the other one over also. There you go. Okay, then we're just going to let them cook on that side also. Okay. Right. So after this, we've got, let's see. Okay, that means there's a hole in this one. Most likely. Oh, yeah. Hopefully the meat filling doesn't come out too much. Because then it'll ruin our oil. Oh boy. And these are the first two. Oh boy. Yeah. Well guys, this is real cooking. This is what happens in the kitchen. Okay, it's this one that probably has a hole in it. Alrighty. Let's see if I can see the hole in it. came out. Switch this one up a little bit so I can cook underneath there. Alright, so I might have to just finish cooking this one off in the oven because it's going to ruin our oil. Take it out. Turn it over and see what happens. Yep, it has a little hole in it right there. I see it. Alright, that's probably because I cooked one side maybe a little too long and the other side was still too soft when I put it down. Maybe the oil is too hot also. Maybe let's try putting it down a little. Alrighty. Okay, those are our first two. There we go. Okay, let's put in two more. Okay, we're putting in these other two. There you go. And there you go. This time I'm not gonna spoon the oil over it like I did before because that's what caused it to puff up and maybe it made the dough a little too thin when it puffed up on that one side. So we've got two so far. They're looking very nice. See, I don't know if you can see that. Looking beautiful. Okay, so we've got a few more to go. Okay guys, here are our finished empanadas. We've managed to get 1, 2, 3. We've got 8 here because one we used as a taste test. It was wonderful. It was delicious. Here they are. Okay, so what we're gonna do is I wanna just open one up so you can see what they look like in the inside. Okay. Okay, let's open up one that's already cooled enough. Take this one. And I don't want to open it up over there. And it's kind of hot over here because I just took the, moved the pan. Let's just move this a little bit more to the side. Okay. Open this one up so you can see it. Alrighty, that's what it looks like in the inside. All right, and they are delicious. Just tasted one. It was wonderful. Guys, I encourage you to make these, and thanks for coming by.